Yo, what's going on, snipers, and welcome back to our Detroit Red Wings franchise mode here in NHL 21. So in last episode, we had the draft and the re-sign stage, and we decided to draft a defensive defenseman with our first pick that we had, which was at number 15, and we also picked up another top 6 forward prospect at 16, so stuff is looking bright for the future, and I think this team is going to be competitive this upcoming season because we are going to be making some big signings here in free agency. So I didn't get any suggestions yet as of this recording for any signings to make, but I did find some that I want to make on my own, as well as we are going to be trading away a few players to kind of make room for these new signings. So let's first get into the signings we're going to make. So we are going to be picking up a couple defensemen, especially defensive defensemen that we would need, as well as some forwards, a goalie. We're going to sign a lot of stuff. So let's start with the big one, which is our defensive signing, and that is going to be Josh Manson, because he's a defensive defenseman. We're going to be playing him with Tristan Wall probably on our top four, and then we're going to be playing like Hronik and like Myers on the top six, I think. And we're going to be trying to trade away Cholowski, because Cholowski was not too bad, but he's making 3.66, and if we sign Manson to the contract that he wants, we might be able to get him for right around the same price, and Manson is a lot better, and he fits our system actually too really well. So yeah, we're going to sign Manson, and we're going to give him a 3-year deal at the moment, but we might eventually flip him away depending how fast Tuppurainen, the defensive defenseman we just drafted, goes. But yeah, we're going to give him the yeah, we're just going to give him what he wants. I think he should accept that. Maybe I'll up it a tiny bit to 3.6. But yeah, Manson's going to be a big signing if he decides to come to us. And then we're also going to be signing another defenseman. This is more for depth purposes. That is Robert Bortuzzo. As you can see, he's listed as a depth defenseman. He's also a defensive defenseman, and he does fit our system probably. So we're going to sign him for a 1-year deal, and yeah, we'll give him what he wants. Since we have the cap space, might as well. Then we are going to be signing a goalie, like I said, because I did say to you guys, maybe we want to go after a goalie. Well, I think I'm going to be trading away Montembeau's rights to somebody, and we'll sign Merzlikins, because Merzlikins had 7 shutouts last season. He's a pretty good simulator. I think he'll be perfect for this team. And we're going to give him only a 2-year deal at just a little bit over $5 million, maybe 5.2. And he should accept that. And then in terms of offense, we don't really need a whole lot, but we are going to be signing Boone Jenner, because I was also pointing him out at the end of last episode. He's one of the best defensive, like, kind of fourth line of players there is, so I think he'd be like a good fit for this team. We're going to give him a 1-year deal at a little bit more than he wants, or more than he wants, because there's 3 other teams interested in him. So we want to definitely be the team that comes in on top. So 1 year at 2.95 we'll give him. And then the other signing we're going to make is on the left side, and that's going to be Dominik Kubalik, because he's a UFA, 26 years of age. He's listed as a third-line scoring forward. We might play him on the second line this year. We might play him on the third line. I don't know. We'll see, but we're going to sign him for a 2-year deal, I think I said. I wrote it down. Yeah, 2 years at 3.6, because he doesn't really want a whole lot. No teams are interested in him currently. So we're going to give him 2 years at 3.6. And yeah, that's basically all the signings we're going to make. Just because we definitely need to try and get our cap up there a bit more, because we aren't at the cap 4 yet. And yeah, once these guys accept him, we're going to be trading away Cholowski and Montembeau probably. So let's advance a few days and see if these guys accept, which they probably all should, I would assume. Oh, no. Are you serious? No, that is not good. There was no other teams interested in him. I might have to trade for Manson, because Manson's the perfect fit for this team. But yeah, Kubalik accepts, which is good. Jenner accepts. Merzlikins has decided to reject. He wants more money. And Bortuzzo accepts. Okay. I don't think there's any other better defensive defenseman than Manson, so I might have to still try and trade for him, which kind of is unrealistic. But I could go after Colton Parayko. Colton Parayko. Yeah, maybe I'll go for Pareko. I don't know. But Manson seems like a better one because he's guaranteed to fit our system. And we're going to give Merzlikins a bit more money. So we'll give him 5.5 since we have the cap space, might as well. But, do I want to go for Pareko? He wants a lot more, though. And there's not really much other defensive defenseman. There's Jarmelson, but he's in match system, I'm pretty sure. Because I already looked at him. I don't want to bring back Danny DeKaiser. Yeah, I think I might have to still try and trade for Manson. I know this is kind of unrealistic, but I really want him. So we might as well try and trade for him. I don't know if we have anything to give up for him. We could try and trade Cholowski for him. Because that's basically what I was doing. So Manson's got a decent chunk of value. What did I sign him to? 5-year deal, though. That's the only problem. 5 years at 4.13 is not bad. But I would rather keep him for 3 years. I could probably trade him away afterwards, but let's see. We could give up Cholowski. They do actually want Cholowski. Because I was debating about trading Cholowski, and can I throw Montembeault into this deal? Probably not. I don't know. What else do you guys want, Pittsburgh? Do you guys want any draft picks? You want only our first rounder. And then you do want some future picks, which is good. So I could throw in a future 3rd round pick. You know what? I'm going to try and do that. I know Manson's getting paid for 5 years, but I think I'd keep him around for like 3 or 4 years. But he's a pretty solid player. I think he's definitely worth it. Like last season, he had 30-something points. And he's going to be a pretty good player probably to play with Wall. I doubt they're going to want to trade him right away, but who knows. Rejected. Isn't sufficient at all. Did they want a 2nd for next year? Yeah, they did, but the 2nd's kind of risky. Maybe a 3rd and a 4th. See if they want to do that. Rejected. Too far off. Yeah, we might have to give up a 2nd for next year if we want to do this type of thing. Or we can give up our 3rd for next season. Oh, we have 2 2nd rounders for this year, so it doesn't really matter if we give up our 2nd probably for 2024. Because I think this team is going to be good this over the next few seasons. So let's see if we could take back a pick maybe in this as well. Like a 4th rounder. That should work, I think. Let's try it. So Cholowski, Montembeault, and a 2nd for Manson and a 4th. This isn't sufficient at all. What if I took a 5th instead? It's rejected just a bit low for us, so I might actually be able to do the 6th. I know this is highly unrealistic trading for a player that just got signed, but there you go. It has been accepted. So welcome aboard, Josh Manson. Like I said, I really wanted that guy, and I think he's probably the perfect fit for this organization. So I think that's everybody. We're just waiting on Merzlikins, right? Let me just take a look at our roster quickly. I think we were just waiting on Merzlikins, and that's it. Because I did just trade away Montembeault's rights. Okay, yeah, we got Jenner. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. I wasn't sure if I got him, actually. Okay, so yeah, we just need to get Merzlikins. And then I think that's all we're going to do for signings this offseason. And then I'll probably make a jump cut to next season. Yep, Merzlikins is accepted. So, yeah, this team is looking a lot better. And I think we could make the playoffs this year. At least I'm trying to potentially make the playoffs since we came really close to at the end of last season. So this is what we're running with for year number 3. Merzlikins and Comrie. Pretty good 1-2 punch, I think. Then Sider, we got Manson. We got Wall, who just jumped up to an 82 randomly, which is good. We're going to be playing Manson and Wall as the top 4. Bear and Sider as the top 2. And Myers and Hronik is the top 6. I think Hronik is going to get power play time, though. Or, yeah, power play and penalty kill time. Same with Myers, maybe a bit. And then Bortuzzo's depth. And then we also got Mantha, Raymond, Ep.10 still. Smith should accept soon. He's going to be probably a depth forward for us. We got Zadina, Bertuzzi, Kubalik. That's a really good left wings. Hirose, Timashev, and Ernie. And then center-wise, we got Larkin, Veleno, Rasmussen, and Jenner. Yeah, I think we're going to be a really good team this year. Okay, guys, I'm going to make a quick jump cut to next season with our edited lines, so I will see you guys in a second. Okay, guys, quick update. So Giovanni Smith has actually been offered a contract by the Edmonton Oilers for RFA compensation, but there is no compensation because of his lower salary. But I think I am going to match the offer just because, like, 1.14 is not a lot. He could be one of those guys we just eventually trade away, but I'm going to match this offer just because. Might as well, because he'd be probably a depth guy for us, so. Okay, guys, so our lineup is set, and it looks pretty good, I think. So Zadina, Larkin, and Mantha, Bertuzzi, Valeno, and Kubalik. So a pretty good top six, and then our third line is also pretty good. Raymond, Rasmussen, and Hirose. I could always move Hirose up, but he is listed as a third line scoring forward. I don't think he's actually an 85, but who knows. And then fourth line, we got Ernie, Jenner, and Timashev. And I don't think Timashev is actually an 82, but if he is, he might lose some morale. Defensively, we got Baron Sider, and then we got Manson and Wall. Wall's up to an 83 now, so he's going to probably have a really good first season. And like his offensive stats are looking really good. And we also got Hronek and Myers. As for scratch, we got Bortuzzo and Smith and Petan. And goalie-wise, we got Merzlikins and Comrie. So I think this team is going to be really good. I could be wrong, who knows. And then in terms of our system in the AHL, I don't want Wallinder on offense. I don't know why it's putting him there. Let's put just somebody like Berglund. We must have too much defenseman down there. And also Emil Viro is growing really, really quickly, like way better than I expected. So he's going to be probably NHL ready like by the end of the season easily. We're going to take out Sabrango, I think, just because he doesn't have much potential. And we'll put in Wallinder. And we'll do something like that. And goalie-wise, Mewey and Bednar. Yeah, everything is good to go, I think. Yep. Okay, so we should have a good season this year. It's the last year of Larkin's contract as well, so we want to make sure we have a good season for him. Let's quickly save this, and then we will begin the season sim, and I'm very excited to see how Wall simulates in the NHL level. Like, I think this guy could win Rookie of the Year if he puts up enough points. So, let's, we're going to simulate too much in this episode since we're already running, we're probably around 10 minutes in. I would assume, so we're probably going to go up to maybe December the 1st, maybe January the 1st in this episode. Just because I want to kind of see how these guys simulate first, and I don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves. But we should be a pretty good team. Just based on how our offense looks, I think we will be, but maybe they will drop off after the preseason. 4-3 in the preseason, not bad. Simulations is really quick on the Xbox. So at least our top line was pretty good, or maybe our second line. Let's take a look at player stats in the preseason anyways. So yeah, Kubalik was really good. How was Wall? Only had 1 assist, but he's probably going to be way better when the season starts. 19 years of age, he's going to be really, really good. Like, he had a fantastic year in the AHL, almost won the Calder Cup down there. I expect a great season from this guy. Okay, let's get the first month of the season done. See how everybody does. A lot of new faces on the team, so maybe there's going to be some confusion with the new guys, but who knows. And apparently the state of the team is a seller, so I'm guessing we're still technically listed as like a hopeful team, even though I think we should be a lot better than that. Yeah, the simulation speed is way too quick for me even to like mention games right now. Okay. So Hronek's been injured. We'll just go replace player because that'll put in Bortuzzo. Oh my goodness. We're getting hit with injuries way early in the season. Larkin's been injured. We'll go replace player. I don't know who. Yeah, that might put in Petain. And Hronek is back, which is good news. But why are we suffering so much injuries so early? Put in Hronek. There you go. And Albengru was never injured. Yeah, I can't even keep up with the sim speed. Okay, so we're 5-4-1 after 1 month. I gotta get used to that sim speed a lot now because it's like really weird because like usually it takes a lot slower to see what the scores are, but now it's just flying by. 5-4-1. Not too bad. Who's leading us in points? Philip Zadina with 10 points in 10 games. His contract also comes to an end at the end of the season, so he's going to want a lot of money. So not a bad first way to start off the month. Let's do November. Yeah, this simulation speed is absolutely fast as heck. How did Ep.10 play? 4 points in 3 games. He's like one of the best depth guys there is. I like him a lot. And yeah, we're winning games. Yeah, this team is doing really well. We just got to keep it up all year though, which is going to be probably tough. We're losing a bit of games lately. It's hard to even say, oh, we win this game, we lose this game anymore. I used to be able to. Pierre Engvall's rights in the 4th and the 7th for a 2nd and 3rd. I don't think I need Pierre Engvall, to be honest. He would be probably an okay depth option. He's an 85, but he'd probably want a lot of money. How much points did he have last year? 52 points. Jeez. That's probably statistical growth, but man, that would be a nice pickup, but we don't really even have the roster room for him. So 14-8-2 after November. Huh, okay, 31 points in 24 games. Jeez, our top line is probably playing really good. Or our power play. Like, I could probably do an entire season in one episode, but I need your guys' opinions for trades and stuff. How are we standings-wise, though? I didn't see that. We're not even in a playoff spot right now. Damn, our division is really, really tight. Only 5 points separate us in the first place Florida Panthers. Okay, let's go one more month and then we'll take a look at player stats and see what's out there on the trading block potentially already. And the draft class as well, might as well. Find some way to eat up time since the simulation doesn't take enough time anymore. We lose back-to-back games, which is not good. Yeah, our team has been a bit streaky, but I'm still liking our play. It's not been that bad. Gustav Lindstrom's been injured in the minors. Replaced player. Yeah, that was a bit of an iffy month. 19-14-5, so we're right around 500-ish. Still just outside of a playoff spot. Okay, at January the 1st already. Literally took me like 2 minutes to get to January the 1st. Okay, let's take a look at our player stats so far for the season. See who's been doing what. We'll go by forwards first. So Larkin, 44 points in 35 games. That top line is doing really good. Zadina, 41 points. The only thing is, since these guys are on contract years, they're going to want a lot of money. But if you guys could think of what to offer them, I'll show you guys actually how much they're after. Mantha's got 38 points in 38 games. Bertuzzi, 24. Yeah, offense has been pretty good for the top line. Plus minus has been kind of problematic for the third line, or is that the second line? No, it's the third line. I think it's the third line. Or maybe it's the second. Yeah, these players are dropping back down, which is kind of weird. So everybody's plus except for like the middle 6 lines. Or actually, yeah, like the second and the third line. As for defense, Bortuzzo, nope. Sider's got 15 points. Wall's got 13 points. A bit off to a slow start, but that's still pretty good start for a defenseman. I bet you he's going to have a lot more points in the second half. Plus 7 as well. 5 goals, 8 assists. So he might be the type of defenseman that actually scores a decent amount of goals. 69 shots on goal. Some power play points, good stuff. Bears got 12 points. Yeah, that pairing of Manson and Wall is pretty good. While we wait for Tuparainen, and goalie-wise, Merzlikins has been really good. Comrie's actually been pretty solid as a backup too, but not as good of numbers, but he's winning games. Okay, how about in the entire league at this point, just out of curiosity, how's like the rookie race going? Jeez, McKinnon's got 61 points in 38 games, almost a goal and an assist a game. The Avs are going to be impossible to beat this year. Defensive points, Carlson's leading the way. Goalie-wise, Samsonov's leading the way. Rookie skaters, Tim Stützle is leading with 27 points. But Wall is up there in points, but he's probably not going to win Rookie of the Year with Stützle being up there. Low franchise. Did his potential change or something? Must have. He had a pretty good season last year in Belleville. Okay, let's take a quick look at... Let's actually take a look at our standing stuff quickly. I'm just curious of what our team has been doing bad so far. Keeping the puck out of the net seems to be a bit of a problem. But our offense has been pretty good, or somewhat good. 15.5% on the power play, that could be definitely improved. Penalty kill has been really good. Okay. Let's take a look at the trading block, see if there's anything out there that we might want to trade for in next episode. Just in case. Troy Stetcher signed in Anaheim for 3 years. Some picks. Nothing really interesting so far. But I guess we'll check closer to the trade deadline. Jay Bomeister went back to Calgary. That's actually kind of cool. But there definitely is stuff out there if we want to actually make a big push for the playoffs this year. Because we probably will make the playoffs or might just barely miss. Seth Jones, geez. He'd be amazing to bring in, but we don't really have the roster space for him. On defense especially. Yeah, a lot of solid veterans out there. Brent Clark is taking a while to develop. For Florida. Nothing really at all there. Some more veterans. Yeah, there's definitely people we could bring in. But I don't know who. Semyon Varlamov as a backup wouldn't be bad. He doesn't seem great. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to make any trades next episode or what. If you guys think is necessary. But yes, we could probably still just sim right up to the deadline in this episode technically. But I don't really want to have this episode be like 30-something minutes long. Because I did just record 2 Be a Pro episodes. So my voice is kind of dying a bit. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be anything super intriguing. Like, I mean, Pierre Engvall would be pretty cool to bring in, but, like, our offense is already really, really deep. So, like, I don't even know where we would technically upgrade our team at this stage. Because we don't want it too good of a goalie. Like, Merzlikins is right around the average. Because if you get too good of a goalie, usually they don't do good in playoff situations, I find. Let's take a look also at the draft class, just for curiosity purposes. So this guy might be a franchise player. Yeah, this guy might be a franchise player. He's 2 points per game or more than that. I'm just curious if there's any defensive defensemen that we could go after. Even though we are a bit far away from the draft. Francis Ho. Probably not that good. Okay, let's see. What do we want to do? We've been recording for 26 minutes. I don't know how long my cut was. Oh yeah, I was going to show you guys the contract situation for the offseason already as well. So we are going to have to sign Larkin to a contract. We could already extend him if we want to, and same with somebody like Sider. Oh wait, actually Zadina's contract isn't up this year. I thought it was. I guess not. But anyways, Larkin. Yeah, Larkin wants a lot of money. And regardless if we go down or not, yeah, he wants the same amount. So it's going to be a pretty pricey contract to deal with. I don't know if we want to bring him back necessarily or what. Because he is a big piece of this team. Hopefully we can win a cup this year, and maybe he would want less. I don't know. And then Mort Sider is going to want a decent chunk of money. I mean, we could still sign him up to 4 years, and he'd still be an RFA. And then also we got like Joe Veleno to deal with, Hirose potentially. Timoshev might leave. Yeah, we do got some big contracts this next offseason. So yeah, I think that's going to do it already. Yeah, anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this episode of our Detroit Red Wings franchise mode. So in next episode, we might make some trades. If you guys think anything's necessary, we'll probably sim to the deadline, at least the next episode. It takes a lot quicker to go through a season now, so I might end up starting next year. make it so basically episodes are like 2 episodes a season, just because it like literally the sim speed, it took me literally like 5 minutes to go from the preseason to January the 1st. So let me know what you guys think down below, and I'll see you guys next time.